Tammy Peterson. I am the Director of Human Resources for Chick-fil-A Broad Creek Crossing.
All right. Hello, Miss Tammy.
Hello, Megan.
Okay. So our first question for today is, what do you think is the meaning of life?
What do I think the meaning of life is? I feel like we have been put on this planet to make it better, to make, whether that be the planet, whether that be the people we interact with. I have a strong faith, and I feel like the Lord has a purpose for all of us. And right now, my calling is to be here at Chick-fil-A, to be the best example and the best living witness I could be to the people I work with.
It's beautiful. And how do you feel about the choices you made in life so far? Do you have any regrets?
Absolutely. I have regrets. I mean, I think that, well, I'm going to be 56 years old. I'm married, and I have 3 daughters, 2 son-in-laws, and a grandbaby. And through life, I don't know that they would be regrets. Would I like to have do-overs? Sure. But I think if you learn something from every mistake that you make in life, I've made financial mistakes, I've made, being a mom mistakes, I've made, I think in general, if you own it and fix it, then it wouldn't be really a regret. It would be a lesson.
Okay. And if you could change anything about your life, what would it be?
That I gained perspective of life even earlier. I had the unfortunate situation of having breast cancer twice and cervical cancer once at the early age of 28 years old. Was my first time. So I did gain perspective. Life is worth living, and try not to sweat the small stuff. I wish I had learned that through my teen years even, and maybe those wouldn't have been as difficult.
Have you ever questioned your existence?
I have not. I feel very, again, strong with purpose. I feel like I was chosen to be the daughter of the most wonderful parents you could ever have. I've never questioned my existence. I feel like I'm on this earth for a purpose.
That's beautiful. And does the idea of death scare you?
Not at all. I know where I'm going. I've had to face it a few times. That doesn't mean that there aren't scary moments when you're in that journey. My biggest thing that I would want, the biggest fear I had of dying when I was sick, was that I wouldn't get to see my children grow up or my grandchildren. But as far as death itself, I'm going to heaven and I know it. So I'm not afraid of where I'll be.
And if you were to die tomorrow, how would you live today differently?
I might try and be an even better Christian person, to be more bold and vocal with my faith, and to be unapologetic for it.
What makes your life worth living?
Well, again, I feel like I'm on this earth for a purpose from a biblical stance. And I feel like my life is worth living to enjoy and capture all of the memories and the moments that I can make with my family. I am fortunate enough to still have my mom here on this earth, and I lost my dad last year, and so I choose to live the rest of my life making beautiful memories, as many as I can.
And our last question for today, just going back to that first question, what's your meaning of life? Not just the general meaning of life, but what's your meaning of life?
My meaning of life is to leave everything I come encounter with, or try to, better than when I found it or I gained it. To live my life every morning, wake up, A, to be grateful for everything I have, and B, to come in and try and be a living example of what that would look like I work with a lot of younger people, and a lot of them haven't gained perspective on how truly blessed we all are to be alive and to live in the most beautiful country that you could ever live in. And I think that gets taken for granted, myself included, at times.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy, for your interview.
My pleasure. Love you, sweetheart.